All right, boys and girls, welcome to the DFS experience for Saturday, October 7th. This is going to be, we're going to go over our preseason showdown games. We have two separate ones, one at 12 p.m. East Coast time, and then another one, I think, 8 o'clock or something like that. Luca, if Luca's playing, which I'm sure he is, there's no injury status or anything like that, you're gonna want to put Luke in your captain spot, and the reason you're gonna want to do that is because of his volume. His usage and his volume is nuts, and he was your optimal captain in the first game on limited minutes, and he's gonna do the same again. Kyrie's fine. Kyrie's fine if you want to test him at captain because of the fact that he shot 1 for 6 and he only played 13 minutes. They're gonna want to get Kyrie going before regular season starts, which is a few weeks away. So it's coming up really quickly. So they're gonna want to get Kyrie going. I don't mind trying to run Kyrie at captain if you're playing a few lineups. I'm sure Kyrie's gonna get things right. Kyrie doesn't usually have two bad games in a row, but they are playing limited minutes, so that's the thing. But I don't. I love Luca in the captain. I like Kyrie in the snapback game at captain. Anthony Edwards, if he plays, he's having a little bit of ankle issues. If Anthony Edwards plays and they say he's a full go, he's 100% healthy. I like him at captain. Also, we know what he could do in limited minutes. Cat, Gobert, they're finding utility. Jaden Hardy, I love him utility. Jaden McDaniels, I like him utility. Walker Alexander, I like him if Anthony Edwards doesn't play and Neil Walker Alexander starts for him, he's fine. If Neil Walker Alexander comes off the bench, he's fine also. Probably I like him slightly better coming off the bench, but however it is, I'm playing him. We know what he could do in limited minutes. Lively 6,900. He will get run. I don't like the price, but he will get run. I like Nas Reed. I like Grant Williams, and I like Shake Milton running that second unit. Those are the guys I feel most confident in. As you can see, I skipped over Tim Hardaway, Mike Conley, Kyle Anderson. Those guys are veterans. They don't need to play much minutes in a preseason game. But we know what Cat could do in limited minutes. Gobert, he played like 23 minutes in the first game. Don't know if he needs to play another 23 minutes in the preseason game, but he's still fine with his blocks and his rebounds upside. Hardaway, Conley, Kyle Anderson, I personally won't be playing. Seth Curry, I wouldn't be playing him. And I think that's about it. What you're looking to do is you're trying to mix in starters, high points per minute starters, with the second unit, with the guys that are going to be playing, that are going to be coming off the bench in the real games. Those are the guys that are trying to get used to each other. We're trying to get them acclimated to each other. So that's what the preseason is for, trying to get everybody used to each other. So Luca, Kyrie, Anthony Edwards at captain, Cat, Gobert, Jaden Hardy, McDaniels, NAW, Nas Reed, Grant Williams, Markieff Morris, Shake Milton. I like the best at utility. And Lively is fine. He's just a little bit pricey. He's gonna need to do a lot to pay off that 6,900. And like I said, Conley, Anderson, Tim Hardaway Jr. I don't personally think we need. If you get one or two of them in your lineup, fine. They can have a good shooting night, or a good shooting day, good shooting game. But I don't think you really need them. So the key is going to be paying attention to Anthony Edwards news and getting your bench players correct. That's going to be the key. If you're new here, welcome. Appreciate you taking the time to watch my video. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe, hit the bell, thumbs up, all that good stuff. If you need me to help you build a lineup, or you want me to build you a lineup, or you want my optimal lineup before tip-off, you can check out the Patreon link in the description. All right, we got another game. This game is going to be tipping off at 8:30 p.m. East Coast time. There's going to be no Braun. There's going to be no Austin Reeves. If you follow Lakers basketball, that helps you narrow down the second unit once we know who the starters are. So we pretty much have an idea of who should be playing, so that's good for us. We already know who the starters are for Golden State. Golden State is a veteran team. They don't need to play these guys a lot of minutes, although I do like Steph Curry at captain because of what he can do in limited minutes. The only issue I have with Curry is that we've seen him lately start off very slow, trying to get everybody else incorporated. He should have the ball. I would say he was going to have the ball more in his hands, but now they got Chris Paul, so he doesn't need to have the ball like that. With Draymond Green out, Chris Paul should have a good game in limited minutes. He should, but you never know with Chris Paul. We see what Chris Paul did to us in the playoffs, how he was a epic failure. So I don't know which Chris Paul we're going to get coming out. He should be aggressive, but we have no idea. Him and Curry should be getting acclimated to each other. He should have a good game. I like Curry at captain. I like AD at captain. Chris Paul, if I'm playing a few lineups, I don't mind taking a shot on Chris Paul. Should get a lot of assists. Should be looking to score himself on his new team, showing him that he's not a bum. But that's just me. Klay Thompson is fine. I expect him to get anywhere between 18 and 22 minutes. I love Christian Wood. They definitely got to get him acclimated on his new team. I like him better if he comes off the bench, but if he starts with AD, he's fine. But like I said, I like him better coming off the bench. I like him for like 24 minutes. Russell, 10.5. No Reeves. He should be handling the ball a lot. I like Russell. Wiggins is fine. He doesn't need to play a lot of minutes, but Wiggins is fine. Looney's okay, 7,500. Vanderbilt doesn't really do much for stats. Hachimura looks amazing, 6.6K. I love him coming off the bench. Kuminga, I like 6,300. Gabe Vincent, Cam Reddish, Taurean Prince. All three new acquisitions for the Lakers. I love them on this slate. They're all going to be in the second unit, and they all got to get acclimated to their new team and each other. So you can fire up those guys. You can fire up Hachimura, Kuminga, Vincent, Reddish, Taurean Prince. Fire all of them up. Saric, I like coming. I would like to say Saric should be in that second unit for Golden State, but you never know what Steve Kerr's going to do. Gary Payton, he probably won't get a lot of minutes. Moody, if you need salary relief, is fine. Jackson Hayes should get some backup center run. If Christian Wood starts, I like Jackson Hayes a little bit more, but I can still see them playing Jackson Hayes and Christian Wood together. So Jackson Hayes is fine if you need value. Garuba, I like Garuba coming in for the second unit on Golden State. But like I said, I'm gonna probably lean towards more Lakers because I have an idea of who's gonna be doing what more than Golden State, because we know who should be playing and who should be getting run, but Steve Kerr doesn't live on our planet. You know what I'm saying? So being that this is the first preseason game for Golden State, I'm not going to jump out the window. I'm going to play what I know. And if I'm going to take any risk, it's going to be with the Lakers. That's the way I'm going to be approaching this slate. Anthony Davis is my captain. Even if he plays 18 minutes, he should still be optimal. I don't mind Curry or Paul at captain. I really don't even mind Christian Wood at captain because we know what he could do in short minutes. I think that's about it. This slate, this game is a little bit more straightforward on the Lakers side. The non-starters, besides the Warriors, are a little bit more of a guessing game. Besides probably Kuminga and Moody, we know they're going to get run. Everybody else is a guessing game, so I'm not gonna take that shot. You feel me? Listen, I'm gonna go on and get out of here. I appreciate you taking the time to watch the video. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the bell, thumbs up. If you need help with lineups, check out my Patreon linked in the description. If you need anything, throw it in the chat. Shout out to Patrick because the first video was out, but it had no sound, so I had to redo this one. But no sweat. It is what it is. These things happen. So shout out to you, Patrick, for catching that real quick. And I'm out of here. I'll talk to you guys later. Ciao.